Peace everybody, back with another video. This is sources. Kobe Bryant's daughter, Gianna, died in a helicopter crash. And of course you can see Kobe Bryant himself, who was 41 years old when he died in a helicopter crash this morning. NBA legend Kobe Bryant and his daughter were among 5 people killed in a helicopter crash in Calabasas, California on Sunday. A source confirmed to ESPN Adrian Wojnarowski Bryant was 41. So yeah, the sources also had confirmed that Kobe Bryant has passed away along with his daughter Gianna, because she was also in the crash too. Bryant was on his way to a travel basketball game with his daughter Gianna Bryant, who was 13 when the helicopter crashed. Sources told Wojnarowski, or whatever. Those aboard the helicopter also included another player and parent and the pilot. According to the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, there were no survivors. An investigation is ongoing. So Bryant was on his way to a travel basketball game with his daughter Gianna. And yes, Gianna was going to be a good basketball player for the women's basketball. That's why she was traveling with her father. She was 13 years old when she was also in a helicopter crash. Sources told Wojnarowski those aboard the helicopter also included another player, but we don't know who it is, and parent. We don't know who that was either, and the pilot. And this is according to the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. There are no survivors. An investigation is ongoing, so this is still ongoing. A source told ESPN's own Jan Mysyk that the Lakers found out about Bryant's death while on the team plane flying home from Philadelphia. Everyone is in shock, a team source said. Yes, so somebody told the ESPN Jan Mysyk that the Lakers found out about Bryant's death while on the team plane flying home from Philly. So they was going home from Philadelphia, and of course everyone is in shock, a team source says. And of course here's Kobe Bryant with his 13-year-old daughter Gianna, who was also in the crash. The crash comes one day after Bryant was passed by Los Angeles Lakers forward LeBron James for 3rd place on the NBA's all-time scoring list at late as 10:39 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday. Bryant was active on social media, congratulating James on Twitter during the Lakers' 108-91 loss to the Philadelphia 76ers. So yeah, so the crash came one day after Bryant was passed by Los Angeles Lakers forward LeBron James for the 3rd place. Kobe Bryant was also active on social media, congratulating James on Twitter during the Lakers' 108-91 loss to the Philadelphia 76ers. James inscribed his sneakers with Mamba for life and 824 KB in gold marker before the game, showing respect for Bryant, an 18-time All-Star with the Lakers, who is eligible for the Basketball Hall of Fame this year. All week in the lead up to the milestone, he was quick to laud Bryant. Yeah, so James inscribed on his sneakers Mamba for life at 824 KB, and he did it in a gold marker before the game, showing respect for Bryant, who was an 18-time All-Star with the Lakers, who is eligible for the Basketball Hall of Fame this year. All weekend that led up to the milestone, he was quick to laud Bryant. It's another guy that I looked up to when I was in grade school and high school, James said. Seeing him come straight out of high school, he is someone that I used as inspiration. It was like, wow, seeing a kid 17 years old come into the NBA and trying to make an impact on a franchise. I used it as motivation. He helped me before he even knew of me because of what he was able to do. So just to be able to, at this point of my career, to share the same jersey that he wore, be with his historical franchise, and just represent the purple and gold, it's very humbling and it's dope. Yeah, so not LeBron James, sorry. Kobe Bryant, he was 17 years old when he entered the NBA league. All right, and he came straight out of high school for the NBA. Um, James, LeBron James, said that he is someone that I use as inspiration. It was like, wow, seeing a kid 17 years old come into the NBA. Um, and make an impact on a franchise. Um, Also, to share the same jersey as Kobe Bryant. He helped, and also LeBron James said he helped me before he even knew me because of what he was able to do. So just to be able to, at this point of my career, to share the same jersey that he wore, be with this historical franchise, and just represent the purple and gold. It's very humbling, and it's dope. And as you can see, here is Kobe Bryant's career before he retired from basketball. And this is what he had so far. Kobe's a legend, that's for damn sure. A 6'6" small forward with the ability to swing up front and play point or shooting guard, Bryant entered the NBA straight out of high school in 1996. He became the youngest player in NBA history. Yeah, so Kobe Bryant was 17 when he came into the basketball game. And this was in 1996. He was the youngest player in NBA history, so there was nobody younger than him. So he was the youngest one of all. He won 5 NBA titles in his time with the Lakers, as well as 2 Olympic gold medals playing for the United States. Now fourth on the NBA's all-time scoring list with 33,643 points. Bryant won the 2 NBA Finals MVP awards and 1 NBA regular season MVP nod in 2008. Yes, so he won 5 titles in his lifetime with the Lakers. He also won 2 gold medals. I don't know what for playing for the United States. Now he was fourth on the NBA's all-time scoring list with 33,643 points. So that's what Kobe Bryant had. Bryant also won 2 NBA Finals MVP awards and 1 NBA regular season MVP nod in 2008. Shaquille O'Neal, who won 4 titles with Bryant in Los Angeles, posted on Instagram, "There's no words to express the pain I am going through now with this tragic and sad moment of losing my friend, my brother, my partner, and winning championships, my dude and my homie. I love you, brother, and you will be missed. My condolences goes out to the Bryant family and the families of the other passengers on board. I'm sick right now." Yeah, so that's what Shaquille O'Neal had wrote on his posted on his Instagram. And of course, he won 4 titles as well with Kobe Bryant in Los Angeles. And here's Shaquille O'Neal with Kobe Bryant. They have played games together. This week marked the 14th-year anniversary of Bryant's 81-point game against the Toronto Raptors, still the second most points ever scored in an NBA game, behind Wilt Chamberlain's 100. Yeah, so this year would have marked the 14th-year anniversary of Bryant's 81-point game against the Toronto Raptors. Still the second most points ever scored in an NBA game, behind Wilt Chamberlain's 100. We are stunned and saddened by the news of the sudden passing of Kobe Bryant, the National Basketball Players Association said in a statement. Words cannot express his impact on our players, the NBA, and the game of basketball. This is a monumental loss for the entire basketball community, and our hearts are quite simply broken. We send love and prayers out to his wife Vanessa and the entire family. Yeah, so the NBA, they're also saddened by what happened to Kobe Bryant as well. This is a monumental loss for the entire basketball community, and their hearts are quite simply broken as well. They also said we send love and prayers out to his wife Vanessa and the entire family. Bryant passed his childhood idol Michael Jordan on the all-time scoring list in 2014. Jordan embraced Bryant, feeling his passion for the game. The two had a memorial matchup in Bryant's first All-Star Game selection in New York's Madison Square Garden, and later, when Jordan played for the Washington Wizards, Bryant scored 42 points in a half en route to 55 for the games against him. Yeah, so Bryant passed his childhood idol Michael Jordan, who was also a basketball player before he retired, on the all-time scoring list in 2014. Jordan embraced Bryant, feeling his passion for the game. The two had a memorial matchup in Bryant's first All-Star Game selection in New York's Madison Square Garden. Bryant scored 42 points and a half en route to 55 for the game against him. He knows how much I've learned from him, Bryant said of Jordan in 2014 from the other legends and him in particular. Yeah, so he's learned so much from Michael Jordan as well. He's legends and him in particular. A Philadelphia native, Bryant was selected number 13 overall in 1996 by the Charlotte Hornets before being traded to the Lakers. He wore both number 8 and 24 with the Lakers, both of which were retired by the franchise. He was credited with changing how NBA front offices viewed wing talent coming out of high school into the draft. Yeah, so Kobe Bryant was a Philadelphia native. He was selected number 13 overall in 1996 by the Charlotte Hornets before being traded to the Lakers. He wore both number 8 and number 24 with the Lakers, both of which were retired by the franchise. I'm happy just to be in any conversation with Kobe Bean Bryant, one of the all-time greatest basketball players to ever play. One of the all-time greatest Lakers, James said Saturday night. The man got 2 jerseys hanging up in Staples Center. It's just crazy. Yeah, well, yeah, okay, it's not really that crazy, but yes, it is crazy. He said, or this is what LeBron James said, I'm happy just to be in any conversation with Kobe Bean Bryant, one of the all-time greatest basketball players to ever play. James said Saturday night the man got 2 jerseys hanging up in Staples Center. It's just crazy. Bryant is the only player in NBA history to have multiple jerseys retired by a single franchise. Yes, he is the only player. There's nobody else except for him only. He's the only player in NBA history to have multiple jerseys retired by a single franchise. On November 29, 2015, Bryant announced that he intended to retire at the end of the season, which launched a farewell tour for the ages around the NBA. He played in 66 games that season for Los Angeles, averaging 17.6 points, 3.7 rebounds, and 2.8 assists. Yeah, so November 29, 2015, Bryant did announce that he was intended to retire at the end of the season during that time. It also, which launched a farewell tour for the ages around the NBA. So at the age of 40, that's when the basketball players do retire because their knees are worn out from running back and forth, and you gotta, it's horrible. In his final game on April 13, 2016, he scored 60 points, leading the Lakers past the Utah Jazz 101-96. Yeah, so that was his last game, April 13th, 2016. While Bryant was an unqualified star on the court, he did have controversy off it. He was accused of sexual assault in Colorado in 2003. The criminal case was dropped the next year, but Bryant still issued an apology. He said that he considered the encounter to be consensual, but recognized that the woman did not and does not view this incident the same way I did. So Bryant was accused of sexual assault in Colorado in 2003, and I know that's a false accusation right there because of this woman. The criminal case was dropped the next year, but Bryant still issued an apology. And of course, the woman did not apologize to him, saying, well, no, she did not. So we know she lied about that. He said that he considered the encounter to be consensual, but recognized that the woman did not and does not view this incident the same way I did. So she did not see the view as consensual. She saw it as something else. And that woman had no right to do that to him because he said it was consensual. She's saying it's not. Oh, no, this is where things get out of control. You get accused of something you didn't do. Bryant married Vanessa Lane Bryant in 2001, and they had 4 daughters together. His father, Joe Jellybean Bryant, is also a former NBA player. So Bryant and Vanessa, they got married in 2001. They had 4 daughters together. His father, Joe Jellybean Bryant, is also a former NBA player. Now, I don't know anything about Joe Jellybean Bryant, so I know there's got to be something about him. A moment of silence was held at the first NBA game of that day, Sunday. The Nuggets contest against the Rockets in Denver in San Antonio. After the initial tip-off, the Raptors and Spurs each allowed 24 seconds to run off the clock on the first 2 possessions without playing. Yeah, so there was a moment of silence. It was held at the first NBA game of the day, Sunday. The Nuggets contest against the Rockets in Denver in San Antonio. After the initial tip-off, the Raptors and Spurs each allowed 24 seconds to run off the clock on the first 2 possessions without playing. So they did not play. So they had the moment of silence as well. Hundreds of people gathered as a makeshift memorial outside the Staples Center Sunday afternoon. Yeah, so there was like hundreds of people. They gathered at a makeshift memorial outside the Staples Center Sunday afternoon. So, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are still out there right now doing a memorial service for him, putting roses, all kinds of flowers, and whatever else, teddy bears for his daughter, everything, candles. Bryant Bryant transitioned into a post-basketball life that was far from retirement. He won an Academy Award in 2018, taking home an Oscar for the animated short Dear Basketball. Bryant also created a children's book series inspired by his love for Harry Potter, which became a New York Times bestseller. Yeah, so Bryant transitioned to a post-basketball life that was far from his retirement. He won an Academy Award in 2018, taking home an Oscar for the animated short Dear Basketball. He also created a children's book series inspired by his love for Harry Potter, which became a New York Times bestseller. Well, Kobe Bryant has done everything. He donated to charities. He did everything you could think of. He was also going to be a founder for daughters of like father and daughters. He was going to be a founder for that. He was going to do a lot of things. And my condolences go to his wife Vanessa and their 3 daughters. I'm sorry for their loss. Leave your comments below. I am out.